Sophia and Alton.
Oh, all right. Should we continue?
In this time, we're practicing fast feedback loops in getting feedback around how Sophia shows up in this world, how I can support her in honing her speech skills and her practices together as we build a future in the world of streaming.
You're so good at this.
Thank you. Thanks for evoking it. It is 11:40 p.m. over here, and we have a 7:45 p.m. tomorrow. And Sophia requested that I give her some feedback. I have been doing so. She's enjoyed some of it, found some of it confronting too. And here we are. So, where'd you like to go from here, Sophia?
So I was talking about how I wanted to create different types of content and how the main piece of content will just be documenting the things that I create. And the ideal world would be if the second piece of content is just someone where their comparative advantage is explaining things and sharing opinions, and for them to use my medium and my personal brand for me to just share and spread those memes in the world. And with you, I would love to like spread out all of the frameworks and mental models that you've cultivated over the past 10 years.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
turn it into a series of digestible frameworks that people can take on, where it can actually reach a wide audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, how can I support? What could that look like in the next 15-20 minutes here?
So you've helped me so much with my speech, like just by you sharing feedback.
Yeah.
And I think I would love to have a body doubling session with you where I just help you create a list of all of the resources that you've gathered and all of the mental frameworks, and fit that into the content format that I've created.
Mm-hmm.
And also brainstorm any things that you want to spread in the world. Maybe it's like transhumanism or specific things about the meta crisis that you want to share. I would love to be the face of it.
Mm-hmm. So, how can I have you be the figurehead or talking head about transhumanism? What memes do I want Sophia to reproduce in the world? We are streaming live now, and we want juicy content. Share about with strong hooks to an audience to practice deliberately. Practice our work.
Do you want to share that screen?
I'm wary about accidentally sharing other stuff.
Okay.
Looks like I can share a specific window, yeah. Unclear what's actually being showed here. Add to the stream. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. It looks like it's updating live here. Oh, now it's on the stream. Okay, that's kind of cool. Picture in picture. All right. I can live stream to Reddit. Oh, no, that's it. Right. Okay, these are just support areas. Oh, LinkedIn. Podcasting, reasonable.
Yeah,
Discord.
I want to specifically either do TikTok and YouTube.
What are some services to auto cut and create clips from long form content? Any AI tools do you recommend?
Alton, do you like the idea that I shared though? Of like actually creating videos about the mental models and frameworks you've cultivated?
Still with this, give me a moment. What's your question?
Are you inspired or interested in the idea of like actually collaborating and like going through these frameworks and models and making videos about it?
Yes.
Beautiful.
That smile.
I feel super inspired by that, and I'm like, well, do I really need to share opinions about things? I need to share ideas about future and what different areas of the future will look like with technology. And
So yeah, it seems like it's certainly not. Your angle is not live. You wanted to do curated content, which makes sense. Short clips of things.
yeah.
And you want to document the process. For me, this is part of the process.
So the I'm gonna hold on. Basically, there's a content type, and that's documenting my creations. And the content structure is outlining the problem, outlining what I'm going to be using, propose a potential solution to the problem with a reference for the viewer for the solution, showcasing the process within 1 or 2 sentences, and then share the final product.
Okay, sounds like you have a clear format.
Yes.
What are you wanting from this time with me here?
I am wanting clarity on what are the things I can create where I am evoking creation from both of us and collaboration from both of us. And I get to feel inspired about the content that I'm creating.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually feels easeful versus complicated when I feel into the monologues that I was thinking of doing.
Mm-hmm. What would you like support from me? How can I support you in that?
Generating ideas for other content types before we do our body doubling session where we go through the frameworks and models for us to use. I would really value that.
would that look like other than me? You want me to support you in generating or being the idea machine? I'm like, great. Well, what are 10 ideas right now? Other than content that shows your process.
Yeah. All right, I can do that. Just thinking like what are content types that I could do that are aligned with my personal brand.
Mhm.
I imagine that could look like doing get ready with me videos while I share something about transhumanism, or I share something about something I'm passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, somehow I get stuck on this like deep desire that I have to be to have my speech and how I communicate to be really inspiring and to be really engaging
Mm-hmm.
for people.
Mm-hmm.
And how I'm like kind of attached to that and also wanting to let it go.
We're getting a little bit. Because my question was, what were the other forms of content you wanted to generate?
Oh,
Get ready with me, behind the scenes, many educational segments, interactive Q&As or some
no
Zooms,
educational segments. No.
challenges or tutorials, personal growth journey, collaborative content, humorous takes on serious topics,
So
visual storytelling.
Alton.
Yeah.
It would look like
Pretty good. That was a great list.
like posting ideas of the day, documenting my inventions, sharing frameworks to solve human problems every other day.
So you already got those. Also, welcome viewer, our single viewer here. I'd love to engage with other actual people in the world.
Where do you see that there's one for? Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, and then
So I hear a set of great options here. You seem to have listed some. I feel great about sharing that. I'm like, great. What else would you like? How can I support you?
I want to inspire people. Like when I just think about the JFK Moon speech, I'm like, fuck, so great. If I think of like any pitch that Steve Jobs has made, I'm like, fuck yeah. Like that has totally inspired me into coming from a place of creation and dedicating my time to this.
Mm-hmm.
And I want other people to feel that through me.
Okay. Great. So what's the key uncertainty?
I guess insecurity around how I speak and like, am I communicating it correctly? Is this engaging for people?
Well, why are you spiraling in some insecure state when you could just step into a way of being, knowing that you're captivating and that it's a matter of them catching up to you, like Kanye? This one person is like the early adopter for like the new Kanye West in Sophia form.
Oh my god, that okay. that is an edge for me to take on.
He says, what if it wasn't an edge? What if it was just all you ever knew, Sophia? Or method acting.
Okay.
What if? In this early viewer, they're gonna like bring a whole crew. This could be the moment. This is a viral moment. There's nothing in the physical universe that prevents this from being the moment that your whole life changed.
You're inspiring me right now. How do I turn this into?
Right here. Be present with yourself. Allow yourself to be impacted. But then you'll have access to that too. And that will be undeniable. Every interaction you have for the rest of your life, you having touched this grace will be present to it for the rest of your life. And it's not personal to me, it's just a pattern of humanity.
Mm-hmm. I need.
No, you don't need any external thing to be different, to be a certain way.
I did the video essays, and the idea is there. The idea that I want to communicate is there. The execution doesn't feel authentic. Doesn't.
You bring a problem? You want me to solve for you?
I am. What am I doing?
This one viewer is going to have an excellent experience going through this narrative here with you.
I'm giving you context. Because there's something that I don't feel like I'm communicating, or I don't feel like I am transmitting to you. That's like the thing.
Okay. Imagine, for us, imagine you were always doing it. Stop looking externally for answers. Imagine it's just there for you, generative, internally.
Okay.
What do you see? It's just there. You have to look for it. No. It's all made up, Sophia. It's all method acted. They're patiently waiting for you to have this realization. I don't know how patient they are. They might leave any moment. I don't even know if it's bot.
Maybe it's a bot. Can you check?
Oh, you're really dissociated.
I totally am. Yes.
So don't. Try to method act a different version. What would the most present piercing Sophia look like? Okay, do one of these. Do something different. Now you have agency. You're doing something different. You're not just totally dissociated and unconscious. Oh, maybe, all right. You gotta try to pull out the bigger guns, guys.
Yeah, but I need to like move or something.
You do it in front of the camera at least, because otherwise people can't tell. There's a Sophia present.
there's definitely some feelings of inadequacy that are like coming up in connection with my dad, connection with my speech, and like what I want to say. Like I don't.
Uh-huh.
Like if I don't have anything good to say, don't say it. So don't say anything.
Great. So you're gonna put that aside for now, and you're gonna generate newly. What would Kanye West say? Look, you just double your subscribers. You got a whole 200% increase. We got the whole world here. Welcome. We got the new Kanye West in the making. Sophia Mendez right here. She's getting over her limiting beliefs. For the very first time, she's going to leave those. There's nothing in the physical universe that prevents this from being the last time that she ever has to give enlivening glucose to these past versions of her father's condescension patterns. I mean, and I get that you can love him without having to just pay attention to it by giving it more glucose. And it can be sad to put that down for the last time. But there's a whole new world out there that's available. And one of the ways that could look is by having the group of people here. We're witnessing his healing. They're here to witness you in this transformation. There's like 200% increase. 2 other maybe real human beings in the world. Don't know. Possible. Could be witnessing it. Your transformation live, real time, right now, right here. Yo, girl, it's good. So what to do? How you want to show up? How you want to like be?
Thinking of how I show up with other people, and how it seems very clear to me what I should be doing, what they could be doing, and how like everything in my body is telling me this specific thing.
What's it telling you right now?
It's telling me to focus on that pattern, and how can I turn that into a way to communicate through videos.
Turn that into a pattern?
Turn the blunt and directness that I like come with in relationshiping, and transmit
trying to do
that through
videos?
my videos.
Okay. If I was one of the viewers, one of these 2 people who are apparently currently live viewing it, what would you say to me? That would be in service of that.
What would I say to you?
Yeah. To enliven and enroll and inspire me. These people are watching here. Like there's something that attracted them to clicking on our thumbnail of all the things they could have been doing. And they're here today, right now with us.
Very confused on what you're asking.
What would you say to them? What do you want these people to know somewhere out there in the world? They are some version of you too.
Oof. Oh, no. Oh my God, that feels so edgy. Okay. Just like,
All right, I'm gonna make it pack up. I mean, it's just late, It's
hey,
midnight now.
Alton, I know the game you're playing right now.
Well, why do you act like it?
I am scared of dancing with it.
Oh, okay. I was preferring dancing with your like numb body that just does the stuff it's always used to since a child.
It's so scary when it's live because like you can totally fuck up.
Yeah, I'm sure these are they're gonna like they're really gonna come after you. They're gonna. Mhm. I mean, I would think that the thing that would be most worth being frustrated about is a lack of showing up for yourself or for them in this case, not being authentic. Oh, look, all right, now we're down one.
I know the pressure is so altered. Okay.
External things changing. You should definitely change your behavior because of external worlds changing. Oh boy.
Okay. So it's something I would say to this one viewer.
I imagine they've seen a lot of streams. This was gonna be different today. Why? You're about to share with them.
I want to connect with the vulnerable part that exists within them. Hey.
Great.
Yeah,
If
but
they were the perfect gym equipment for you to level up into your best self, what's that gonna look like? Speaking this speaking to this other person. What do you believe they need to hear from you? And of all the streams they could have clicked on, there's like zillions of streams going on right now, and they're here right now. And if not them, like someone who they can watch a replay of this later. Is this going live 3 different platforms? They have several thousand followers on like one of them.
I'm like
Or
totally.
maybe no one will ever see this. I don't know. All the
Yeah.
all the servers could crash tomorrow.
Okay. Like I'm projecting onto the viewer that, like, the thing that I would want to be told right now, which is that you're okay.
How's it to hear yourself say that?
It feels vulnerable for me to say, to know that I'm talking to myself.
You're always talking to yourself.
I could take the frame. Yeah, what would I?
Imagine they're hanging on every word. Well, probably not, but imagine they're hanging on every word you're saying.
What would I want to hear?
Holy moly. There's hundreds of thousands of viewers on each one of these.
Alton, wait, this is good.
Well, they're acting like it.
I feel like this is too much of an edge for me to do monologues of live, but it is a good frame of like what would I want to be saying to myself and then share it to myself in front of a camera from centeredness.
You can ask them if they enjoy hearing you talk out loud throughout all this, but you could just step into it. I mean, I imagine trying to watch a movie where an actress is talking herself through every other scene in the scene of the movie.
Oh. Yeah, it's like, yeah, like nothing. So, like, I'm running into so many limiting beliefs right now, and it's very hard to pay attention to that. Not pay attention to them.
Well, any advice from a reviewer here? You want to engage them? You want to show up in a different way? You want to create something here? How is it to watch somebody who's in this state? Right? What would you say to them if you were like 10 years from now, Sophia? It's like the maid Sophia, and she's like, oh, look at her. She's like really challenged. What would I say to her to support her now?
I guess just say anything.
I mean, that's already over. How would it be to believe in your journey, embracing your imperfections, knowing that you're more capable than you realize, that your voice matters, that you can let go of the need to control to connect with others? And as you stay true to yourself, you can celebrate your progress, keeping an open heart and trusting your ability to overcome.
That's easy. You looked up AI generated responses.
You have the whole world at your fingertips. You could do that if you wanted as well.
Okay. It's like a.
Well, seems like we need more media training tips.
Maybe, yes.
Better trying it live now because you're going to need to know. Well, you're sorry. We're just starting, man, or woman, or gender neutral. Yeah, she's sleepy late at night. Oh boy.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm back in like where I was a year and a half ago in this chair next to you, and you're like coaching me on just existing, literally on my speech.
Oh yeah. Surprising.
Feeling very appreciative of Alton.
Yeah. Well, any final words you want to say? I'm amazed this person's witnessing cool life. Sorry, it's on Twitch. It's the viewer. I'm appreciative of their stick with itness. Want to share any reflections before we wrap up this thread over the next 5 to 10 minutes here?
Yeah.
What did you get from today's session? What did you find most valuable?
I still have like the limiting belief that
No?
what I say is inadequate.
Listen to what that does to you. Believing that, alivening it, giving it more glucose. Now that is better wrong, just notice the impact it has on you. And try something else. If you want. What do you want to say instead? What do you want to liven? What dance do you want to have?
I don't know. It's too like dispersed. Like there's too many options to choose from that I can't actually see one.
Okay, that's another lie.
Mm?
Imagine that's another lie that you're selling yourself. It's just a lie of familiarity.
Like when I come up with an idea of what to say, I'm like, no, that's stupid. Think about something else.
You said you have the whole internet in your pocket.
Hmm?
You said you have the whole internet
Did I say that?
with ChatGPT, and it was easy for me because I was asking it. You have it too? I was just reading things off a screen. I have it. We're always reading things off a screen, whether or not it's like explicitly a screen or just some other screen that we were showed at some point in our mind, or someone yelled at us loud enough, and that became our teleprompter of life.
Yeah, and I have a bunch of scripts, and now I'm just like, oh, yeah, these aren't good enough now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Up your game. And what's that going to sound like? Just make it up.
Whew. I want to do my identity statement.
You want to complete with the identity statement? Oh, we still have the viewer here. I'm still impressed. You got some grit, man.
Maybe it's a
Woman.
bot.
Yeah, you should doubt yourself stronger, Sophia. That'll make it better. So go ahead and do it. What are you waiting for? You're just complaining, criticizing yourself, putting yourself down.
It's like I don't. I'm noticing that I'm doing it, and I don't want to be doing it, and I continue, and it's like, oh my god, what's happening in my head?
Well, I mean, pretty normal. I mean, public speaking is one of the greatest fears. Oh, you're dissociating with yawning and getting sleepy now. How convenient. You've had a long day. It's really,
I mean, I've done public speaking before.
Yeah, tell me about all the credentials that you have on your wall. That'll make a difference. Don't live any of it. Just talk to me about it. Allow yourself to feel how empowering it is to have already shown up so far as what you've done. Let these words resonate within you, building strength and belief with each repetition. Knowing the strength of your identity statement and the satisfaction as your skills grow, knowing that you're becoming even more articulate and a persuasive speaker. Every day and every way you deliberately practice these skills. Each yes and each no is a stepping stone, leading you to become an even more adept communicator. Notice as you listen to your own voice the strength of your speech, acknowledging your unique style and how each word you speak reflects your growing confidence.
Can you expand? I want to look at this.
Oh, someone's motivated now.
No, this might be the style of it that I've been looking for, because the ones that I...
Oh yeah, it's this external thing that will feed you. That's what you want. Hmm? Adios, amigos.
Imagine how empowering it feels to say, I am confident, and if I'm... Oh my God. Yeah. It keeps... I don't know what's happening. Whee! Okay. I'm going to try that again.
Weakness is eroding.
I'll take...
Power grows within.
All right, stop showing off. Imagine how empowering it feels to say, I am a confident and effective communicator. Let those words resonate within you, building strength and belief with each repetition. Puñeta. Alton, can you kiss me on the cheek? Okay. Imagine how empowering it feels to say, I am a confident and effective communicator. Let these words resonate within you, building strength and belief with each repetition. That felt better. Picture yourself mastering communication, where each lesson adding to your confidence. Feel the satisfaction as your skills grow, knowing you're becoming an even more articulate and persuasive speaker. Envision receiving feedback that is both kind and constructive. Each piece of advice is a stepping stone, leading you to become an even more adept communicator. As you listen to your own voice, notice the strengths in your speech. Acknowledge your unique style and see how each word you speak reflects your growing confidence. Can you write something similar but talking about transhumanism or something? Envision a world where technology and humanity merge seamlessly, enhancing our abilities beyond current limitations. Feel the exhilaration of transcending physical boundaries as we evolve into beings of limitless potential. With each technological breakthrough, sense the expansion of our collective consciousness, driving us towards a future where the impossible becomes reality. Embrace this journey into transhumanism, where every step forward is a leap towards unimaginable horizons of human achievement. Okay.
All right, any last reflections you want to share? What we got? What was it like to be witnessed by a couple viewers here today? Could have been multiple, and then people just swap out or something, and that viewer is different. I don't know.
It definitely felt very edgy. By your facilitation. And by the 2 viewers. And also,
well, again, it could have been like 100 viewers that they all switched out every like 10 seconds, and there's only one at a consecutive time.
okay.
It's very unlikely. I don't
Yeah.
I'm learning about these systems.
Present to the limiting beliefs that I have. And I feel like I have a good path forward on, like, when it comes to content, what's something that I'd like to hear from another creator. Create the monologue types.
I'm not tracking what you're saying anymore, but if you're speaking to the audience, great. But I'm just naming that.
I'm totally talking just out loud. I am sorry.
Are you not present to what you're sharing to? I want you to be present to what you're sharing. Otherwise, it's like, well, why would I even be present to it? Seems like you're sleepy. All right, guys. Well, that's a good wrap today. Doing the reps. Show up to the gym, even if it's feeling shitty and can't say those words. Rewind. Control-Z. When you're feeling crummy and under the weather, still show up and do the reps. That's how you get commitment. That's how you get practice. So, we'll be back next week, same time, in creating a conscious community through these deliberate reps and practices and building personal branding. What would be a nice ritual that we would say? Think of a nice transhumanist sign out process. Oh boy. Until next time, keep transcending limits, envisioning a future where humanity and technology harmoniously evolve.
Can you say slower?
Until next time, keep transcending limits, envisioning a future
A little bit faster?
where humanity and technology harmoniously evolve. Together, we are not just shaping a new world, we are redefining what it means to be human. Farewell, fellow architects of tomorrow. Cha-cha.